Yeah, so I figured that y'all prefer me talking, so the sketchbooks from here right now, I think they should be like literally a year ago, I think. Yeah. Um the problem with talking about art for me personally, it's that I see art as a way of communication, and this can sound kind of goofy to some people because, if you look at it objectively, like, bro, you just kind of drawing some characters that you find cool, or some structures, or whatever it is that you're drawing. But I feel like it should be, or it is like a way of self expression, and a way of communication that you just can't make up for with simple words. Yeah, so talking about kind of derives it from its essence, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, like talking about art is kind of like when you try to tell someone how you're feeling, or you're trying to recollect some events that have happened to you, and you can try your best at putting it into words that describe it as accurate as possible. But at the end of the day, it's only going to be like the way it's going to come across is, to every word, everyone has sort of an idea what its meaning is. Like sadness, you've experienced sadness, so you kind of just label that word with that idea that you've. Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of limiting because it's not gonna. Like, there's only so much things you can say with words. Eventually, your words are not gonna match with what you're actually having in your head. And what I really like about art is the fact that you can go get past that thing, get past like communicating with words, and just kind of put in your vision. Because me personally, I'm kind of like a visual thinker. Like, I think in pictures and motion, like videos, whatever. So you can really put that down into paper, even if it's not going to be as accurate as you have it in your head. You can definitely get a clearer picture than if you just kind of try to describe it with words. The best thing about art, in my opinion, is that you can really communicate in a way that doesn't require you to open your mouth for real, bro. Because sometimes, like, I just don't want to like speak, bro. Like in IRL, I'm a very silent person. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather just not talk and have like a different way of communication with people sometimes, because I feel like with because of words, we kind of pretentious in certain social settings and for certain people. I guess it also depends on the type of person that you're. But if you got art, you can kind of you can kind of communicate some deep essence within you that is not to be described with words. Um, it sounds esoteric as fuck, but I don't care. Like, um, yeah, that's just how I feel. And it's a way of communication you can get better at with practice. Now, I know a lot of artists say that talent does not exist, and I kind of I kind of have to disagree. I think talent is a thing, and while it may only mean that you're faster at learning things, and you're better at grasping certain techniques, or I feel like if you're talented at something, like at the start everybody's trash, but if you're talented and you can see that you're making progress faster, that's going to give you better positive feedback, and eventually it's going to make you want to do it more, and in the long run it may also, yeah, makes you want to stick to it more, and that's going to make you put in the practice and be consistent with it, so that's going to lead to making you better. Well, that's not to say that if you're not talented, um, that means you shouldn't make art. I mean, that's like some bullshit. Like, you should still make art just because, yeah, just because it's fun, man. Like, just do what you want to do. It's not only talent in the way that you learn all the and the way that you learn all the fundamentals and the technicalities of drawing, because there's a lot of that. Like you can spend 20 years on mastering anatomy and any kind of style, but I think that's not even the point really. I mean, here in my sketchbook you can sort of like see over the pages my style sort of taking form over time. And looking back, there are still a lot of things where I look at it and I see that the proportions are really off, or I wouldn't do that anymore. But at the same time, there are also some drawings where I go like, damn, like that, I really cooked there. The thing, when you trying to find your own style, you kind of just gotta experiment a lot and see what sort of features you really find, yeah, that you like in your own thing. And sometimes you're gonna happen to make a really good drawing, and then after that, you're gonna make 20 trash drawings. And that's okay, you know, like over time, your skill's gonna get better. And it's also important to try to look what went well in the good drawings. But that's it for today's video. I hope you have a great day, and bye. Catch you later.